French or in English?
We usually do English first, right?
Do English first. English first. Hello, everyone. Let's do this again because I'm going to have to. I speak too fast. It's so hard to cut in places. Hello, hello, bonjour. Alors, today, we will show you.
Alors, today?
Oh!
No, that's good. Leave it. Leave it. Alors, today.
Alors, today. We will do overnight oat, but we will do it from whole food and sprouted. When I say whole food, I mean oat is always an whole food. But when you take it, the oat, and you sprout the oat, like oat, it's naked oat, it can sprout. It's the grain that sprouts. That's the best. And then that's what you get also when you get the steel cut, except it's not sprouted. And then, so what we have oat, and it has been sprouted. And then you have the rolled oat, so that you lose a bit of nutrients there. Don't touch the fast cooking,
The quick oats?
quick oat. Don't touch that. That's glue. The beta-glucan that is in the oat, when it has been processed like this so much, it's just like in your body, it explodes and it makes all that goo and glue. So don't eat that, okay? So we will teach you how to make that at home. And then it's excellent. It has 500 calories and 21 grams of protein.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good, depending on how many proteins you want to have in a day. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm at 70, so it's not that difficult, but some people, you know, they have to reach the 120, the 140, so that really helps when you have that amount to start with.
If you're highly active or you're building muscle or what have you.
Yeah, exactly. We will start with the milk. So now, this is another trick of mine. If you don't have any milk in your fridge, your milk isn't done. There's a really easy way to do it. So Crystal is going to show you. We start with 200 grams, put the scale on, 200 grams of water. Excellent, 207, spot on. And then we add 10 grams of cashew and hearts. If you use those two, you don't have to use a nut milk bag to strain it. If you use almonds, brazen nuts, you can even use walnuts. You can use a combination of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, macadamia. Then you would have to strain, or since you're eating a cereal, it doesn't matter if you have bits of nuts, because you have also bits of cereal. So it's not like you're going into your latte where it has to be all smooth. So you can also not strain. But there you go, you can do your milk like this at home. Okay, and here what we're going to add next.
Are there hemp hearts around?
And then, yes, there are hemp hearts.
Oh, in the fridge.
In the fridge. I have a little fridge right here. I'm telling you, this is the best setup ever. One day I will show you. So here we go. And then...
hemp hearts, how many? 10 as well?
No, actually, we don't have hemp hearts.
We could put them in if we wanted.
We can put it in if we want it.
Should I do 10 as well?
You go ahead.
All right.
It's going to be a creamier milk.
And then
because that's what the hemp heart does.
The hemp hearts are kind of like toasty, kind of nutty
They're
tasting.
nutty tasting. It's lovely, 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 lovely. And omega-3 and omega-6. It's perfect. It's a superfood.
They make the flavor more round.
Yes, exactly. And then we add 5 grams of, this is a date paste. So when you do a date paste, it's the same weight of date and water, and you blend. And that gives you that lovely, it's the same texture as honey, molasses, similar. It's just fantastic. It replaces your sugar. And you like it sweeter, you put more. But always do the recipe the way I teach first. Because then you will know. Don't eyeball it, kind of wing it. Because some days you wing it great, and other days you wing it and it's not good.
So start from the base recipe, and then you can adjust it to your taste from there. And then make a note when it's really good. Okay, I added 5 extra grams of dates, and that was excellent. Then
exactly
for the future.
Exactly, and when also your family, like when I started with mine, I made everything sweeter. Because that's how it is, usually. And then as much as you can reduce. Because, we're not to eat that much sweet to start with. I mean, even though it's all whole foods. Okay, now what we're going to do is put this aside. And then, Crystal, you can put it aside there because the nuts are soaking while we are preparing the cereal. Okay, so now what we do next is we put our food processor on the scale. You see, that's what I love to do. I love to not use too many bowls and, there's no measuring cup because we use the scale. The scale as well, what's great about this is that you go, well, I like what she's doing. I did it myself and I liked it, but I like to have more of. So then, with the grams, it's easy. And again, like Christelle said, take a note. Okay.
Do you leave the knife in?
And we leave the knife in. Oh, and thank you for mentioning the knife. So what we're doing a steel cut cereal.
Do you want to show the knife?
Why is that? Yes, because this is steel. You see? So you can do it at home. So we're doing a steel cut cereal, but sprouted. When you sprout, you make the ingredients bioavailable to the body, easier to digest. And sprouted, it's a plant, it has germinated, so it's absolutely ideal. You get the maximum nutrients from a food then. Okay, so we start with our steel cut oat that we will steel cut.
The little sprouts.
Oh, it's so little because when we dry them, they shrink. We do 30 grams.
I remember at the cafe, we would sprout buckwheat and sunflower seeds. And it'd be so fun because they would get sprouted in the dehydrator when it was off.
Yeah.
And then you would see the little sprouts poking through the mesh as they were sprouting. It was really fun. It was like a science project almost.
Yeah. Because what happened is we soaked everything in water, but then what you can do, love, is put it on the left.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing the mise en place.
It was 30, right?
Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, it's all good. And then I'm going to need the spoon for the next one. And so what Christelle is saying is we put it in the dehydrator, so it's soaked, and then we spread it on a tray. And putting it in the dehydrator is similar to in the ground in the dark kind of thing. So it was darker. So it will really sprout very nicely.
If you don't have a dehydrator, you can do it in the oven.
In the oven,
with the
exactly.
Oven off.
Yes. Okay, and then we do 15 grams of the sunflower seeds sprouted.
Oh, these, you can see the sprouts.
Oh, you can totally see the sprout on the sunflower seeds. And I suggest that mine I go to half an inch the longest. If you go longer than that,
they start to get bitter, right?
Yeah, they get bitter and it tastes like old because basically it'd be on your counter for 3 days. So, that's I prefer not to. I prefer not to. And then the next thing is we have sprouted buckwheat.
Sorry, I'm having a snack.
She's having a snack.
They're really good. Okay.
So sprouted buckwheat, we have 30 grams.
30. And these are also sprouted. Can you see the
Yeah,
sprouts?
you can see the little sprout on that one too. Yeah.
So yeah, these were the ones in the dehydrator, and then you would open it and you would look, and all the little sprouts were kind of peeking through the mesh.
Yeah, so they were on a tray, and underneath you can see the little tail sticking out, as well as on top, but you can see them sticking out the bottom. Okay, and we get to 75, that's right. Then the next one is, and then you can leave the spoon. No, we don't need that anymore. Mm-hmm. The next one is the chia seeds. And then the chia, we need 10. Okay. Again, it's another omega-3 and 6, which is excellent. And it helps with making the overnight oat creamier. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Awesome. And then the next one is you can use different seeds other than, we have the sunflower seeds, and here we have pumpkin seeds. These ones are the Styrian pumpkin seeds. They also have been activated. They won't sprout. You won't see a sprout coming out. But they've been soaked, and it removes the anti-nutrients. So that has been done as well. And then we add 5 grams of that.
Just 5?
Just 5, yes.
Oh.
And then, they're very light. Yeah, exactly. So that brings you to 90 grams. Excellent. Now, here is a fun thing. So this is superfood. Superfood can be ashwagandha, baobab, camu, green bananas, mesquite, lucuma. So many. So I'm a lazy chef. I'm not kidding you. That's why I've got all those tricks to make it fast. So what it is a combination of many superfoods. And I will leave it in the post below. I'm not going to, tell you all of that now. But and then you have all sorts of. It's good for your digestion, immune system, for the heart, for the stress. All those superfoods are have something special for your health. And that's why I made a mixture of it. And then what you do is, what I did myself as I'm making it, I just wet my finger. This is my jar. So I wouldn't do that to your jar, but my jar. I wet my finger and I just tap it, and I can have a little bit and I can taste. So when I like the taste, I stop my recipe at that. I will give you that recipe as well, so you can do the same. Or you can do just like I did. If you have just a few, you can do the same thing.
Is this like a year's supply?
Looks like it,
You're
eh?
fully
Or
stocked.
maybe it's a supply to share with my daughter. Okay, and then this one is half a teaspoon. Oh, I have a half teaspoon here. Yay! So we mix it, put it into the container here with the, there you go. Awesome, excellent.
I put it on the side now, right? To the left.
Yeah,
To the left.
that on the left. And then what we'll do, love, push everything further, because I want people to see as well the food processor. Yay. And then the last thing, but not the least, is our 𝗕موس. So as you know, I put that 𝗕موس powder in every recipe because it has 92 of the 102 minerals that we need in the body. And it's a whole food. It's not a supplement. It's a whole food. It's excellent. It's from 𝗵ощ. And I just heard, I was told this week that they now can ship around the world. So, because I know this one is good. It doesn't taste fishy at all. Because that's what people, they hear 𝗕موس, they
And
make
just the little spoon.
yeah, just a little spoon. They hear 𝗕موس and they make, it's not good. But that one, no taste, it's bland, but it has all those minerals. Excellent. And you can also make a gel once you have the powder. You can make a gel with it if you like, which also is in one of my videos. Okay, so now what we'll do, Christelle, is we put the lid on and we'll process it. With my food processor, with my knife, because it's and then you have to start here. Yeah, so line it up.
This one's just
Line it up.
not.
No, there you go.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. With my food processor and the knife that I have, it's a relatively new knife. It takes only 10 seconds to turn it into, to cut it up, like, the steel cut, like I said. But it depends on your food processor what it would be. All right. So, and we have also, that is a Breville. There is a counter on the side. If you don't have a counter, you can just go 1 banana, 2 banana. You see what I mean? For me, like it's 10 seconds. For you, it might be 8, it might be 15. We'll show you after what it looks like. Okay, Christelle,
So
you
you
can
just
start it.
Push the start.
You push the start.
Not the pulse?
No, not the pulse, the start. And then you look, once
At
it's
the
10,
timer?
exactly.
Okay.
There you go, as simple as that. So knowing it's 10, I don't have to go start, stop, start, go, stop, to check. So once, and then, yeah, it's very tight, eh? Once you found it for take a note, however many seconds. Okay, so now what we'll do is, Christelle will show you, and also show at the one at the front as well. Christelle, can you, oops,
Oh, it's kinda
okay,
hard
it
to
moves.
see.
Yeah, so it's like it's cut up. Like think of well, there you go. Can you give me please a sunflower seed?
Mm-hmm.
Just the one, exactly. And then can you stop the food processor from blinking?
Oh, yeah.
So think of like a sunflower seed, about that size. That would be cut in about 4 pieces. So small pieces. All right? And then one thing I forgot, I'm going to come behind you. I'm all equipped here. Everything is handy. So now what we do, it's an overnight. So it will go into a bowl. You add the milk that we'll process in a minute. It go into a bowl and then you get it the next day. So a bowl or a jar with a lid. It's easier. You might put it in a cereal bowl because you're going to eat your cereal the next day. Just put something on top. It's always nicer than taking the flavor of the fridge, maybe. That sort of thing. Okay, so now what we'll do, Christelle, is we're going to use a spatula.
All of it will go in here?
And all of it will go in there.
Hold on a second. It's not very secure.
There you go. Perfect. Super. And now you can see it better. We have another camera up top here, and I'll show you at the front as well. So like I said, it's just smaller. Why we do that? Because it's easier to absorb the milk. If we leave the seeds whole, they don't absorb as much. Okay, so now let's blend our milk. Our milk behind us, like this. And yes, and my jar as well is a little old, so the knives are not as sharp anymore. So we might still have some bits of nuts, but like I said, it's bits for bits, you know, it's okay.
Which one should I do?
And then do it on 6, please.
6.
6, which is a smoothie, and my thing is like a smoothie texture. Yeah.
There we go.
Ta-da!
All done.
Excellent. So now we simply pour the milk, and I'll show you 2 things. I have something here. There's a little bit on the side,
Just
but
all
yeah,
of it?
yeah, all the milk. Yeah, it looks like there's too much, eh?
Ooh, and the little bits too, it's okay?
Yeah, the little bit of nuts as well, because it's bits for bits. Like I said, my blender, yeah, you have the spatula here.
Oh.
My blender is old, so the knives are not cutting as well. So that's why I have little bits of nuts, but that's okay. It just goes in the cereal. Like I said, it's bits for bits. Okay, so then what we do next is just be gentle so your milk doesn't overflow. And then you mix it like this. And now it will all be absorbed. The seeds.
Did you add some extra pumpkin seeds? Because you got some whole ones at the top here.
I guess, yeah, it's a good question, Christelle. Mine, I mean, you can see my pumpkin seeds on top. This one is ready to eat, but it's, I added them after, not when I did the steel cut. That's why they're whole. So you can do either one.
Oh, so you could plop some on top
Yeah,
here?
yeah. No,
Is that what
actually,
you did?
no, what I did is I did all the ingredients but the seeds, and I did, so
I
you
see.
can do that as well.
Okay.
Okay, so once it's like this for the night, it gives you this. See how it's very thick. So we're going to leave this one aside to rest for the night. And then here now, we have, let me just take that same spoon here actually. We have our, woo, look at that. Look at that. It's really like a beautiful consistency. Look at this, and it's a lot. I'm sure when you look at the quantity, you went, well, there's no way I don't have enough cereal, but see how much we have. There is a lot there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a lot. And that's why, too, you go, okay, well, 500 calories is too much for me, so cut it in half. And then you'll have 10 grams of protein instead of 21.
Could you do multiples of these in advance?
And
How long does it keep in the fridge?
So good question. So Christelle, what you do then is to do more in advance. You prepare your container like this, but you add the milk
Oh, just the night before?
on the ones the night before. And then, but all the others, they can be in the cupboard because there's nothing that is, it's all perishable. So you can leave them in the cupboard, and then, however you need 1, 2, 3, 4, however many in the morning. So what you do is you have many containers. You can prepare them in one shot. And then you would do the scale again. And the trick to do more containers is you put a tray on top and you put more containers on top, okay? All right, and then, and also, Christelle, thank you for saying this. See what I do? Instead of having the container, I multiply my recipes and I do a big jar. So what I do at night is I take my 90 grams in a bowl. Actually, I don't eat as much as that. I take 60 grams because 90, this is too much for me. So I do 60 grams and I pour my milk at night, but I just do one at a time. I mean, I live alone, it's not a problem. But then when you have a family, you might want to do, like Crystal is suggesting, more bowls, or you do this as well. And then, because maybe you want 60 grams and maybe your partner wants 90 grams and maybe your 5-year-old wants 20 grams, so you can play this way. Okay, so let's have some fun here. So now we have all of this. I will just, to make a nice presentation in a bowl, if you want to impress your guests.
Or it's nice for yourself too, to
And
have
for
food that's pretty.
Exactly. So you would put your oat on one side. And then we have all those beautiful fruits here. So, and you know what you can do? I don't have a fresh banana, but you can cut and do a roll of banana. You've seen that, right? So why don't we can, whoops, they're falling off my hand. I'm just going to put them on one side. Let's try this. Try as we go. And then gonna put some blueberries. Oh, that's pretty. I like to leave when the green is still fresh, I like to leave the green on the strawberries. And then go a few more strawberries maybe, and then we can put them on this side for the color.
Cute.
There you go. You want to show it, Krista? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So you see, that's a beautiful bowl of cereals. And then when you're looking for your carbs, you know that fruits have very little carbs. And I also prepare a chart. My gosh, did I tell you that?
No.
I prepare a chart. It's awesome. So on that chart, you can see many, many fruits, and then you see how much carbs, how much fat, how much protein. It's the same with the seeds. It's amazing. So that's going to be in my ebook, and it's going to be offered soon. So you can get all those recipes in the ebook. You don't have to look through my videos to find them. And then it comes to you, and then it's on your computer, or you can print it if you like. But there you are. You have your overnight oat ready to eat, gorgeous, delicious, and nutritious. And Christelle is going to have a bite. Yes?
If you wanted to, could you also like drizzle some like maple syrup over top, or like?
You could, as long, thank you for asking, as long, well, I suggest to use whole fruit. So maple syrup is one. We have the dates to sweeten it. You can use more dates if you like. And then we have, you can also sprinkle more cinnamon if you like on top, and with a shaker. You could sprinkle shredded coconut if you want to do an effect. Yeah, so there's so many solutions. And as I was showing you here in mine, I have also goji berries in my mix, which is a dry fruit. Dry fruit has more sugar, so just keep that in mind. You don't want to put too many of that. Do you want to have a taste?
Yeah. Okay.
Yay! There you go. I'll have a taste too. How is that?
Good.
Just see. I'll take that too. It's nice that you have a fruit, like I just take the apricot, it's a bit crunchy, it's kind of nice. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't make my mine sweet, a lot of sweet, but of course you can change that. But do it the way I do it. You can always make it sweeter after with maple syrup, right? Et voilà! Bon appétit!
Bon appétit!
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You'll make my day. Thank you.